Guys, it's been a minute. So today actually there's been this theme that's on my mind, which is actually, it's not really a theme, it's just like an area of my life that I want to share more, I guess. So I've been at my job for like almost 3 years now. It has been a really great, awesome learning process. I have a really great team of nutritionists and professionals that I work with, and I chose my job in Chinatown in Brooklyn because I wanted to get with my Chinese people and learn Chinese and learn how to speak Chinese. And maybe if you've seen a previous video about my shoe man in Chinatown, there have been random great perks like that. I'm sure you've seen lots of my mango photos. There's really good, cheap produce around here, which on another topic I will also talk about because I also need to make new food choices in terms of where I get my food from. But anyways, I wanted to talk about fear. So at my job we work with pregnant women and we work with babies under the age of 5 because those are the most vulnerable years, basically, and very important years in any human's life, determining their health outcome. So in terms of like mental health, emotional health, physical health, all these things, education, all these things that are, very, very important that make up someone's life and I guess the success or happiness of it. And so, basically we have you come in once you're pregnant, so you find out you're pregnant. We basically want to make sure that you're getting and eating healthy foods. You know how to take care of your body. You'll know how to take care of your child's body when they grow up. Kids can come to our program up until they're 5. And so every 6 months we want you to bring the kid because we want to make sure the kid is in not only America, but in New York, because we're funded, by the government. And then we also want you to come in with a doctor's note with their height and their weight and their hemoglobin work if need be, because the whole foundation of this program was finding out that there was a while, like 40 years ago, where there were lots of kids that were malnourished and they were not doing well in school and they were all anemic. So we always check to make sure that they have like updated blood work. And so sometimes, like, we want them to have a good relationship and go to their primary care doctor, which is also very important. So we normally just give them the note, send them to the doctor. But then sometimes if they don't go to the doctor time and time and again and they can't bring in that work, we'll do the height and weight, and sometimes we'll do the blood work as well. We're mandated to, we have to, plus we want to know how they're doing. And it's funny because the blood work is the worst, right? But sometimes we're just getting the height and the weight of a child or a baby. We just have them, sit on the scale, lie down on the scale, or stand on the other scale and like stand by the height board meter thing. And it's funny how much these kids will freak out just because they think that we're a doctor's office. Like I guess we look similar to a doctor's office. Or like we haven't even gone in the room yet and they look at me and they're like, and they like scream, and these are real tears. These are not like, I'm not getting the toy that I want, so I'm gonna scream and like throw a fit on the street. These are like kids that were like little angels before when you're talking to them, playing with them, and then the closer you walk to our anthropometry room, they freak out, they start crying, they're real tears, like they look at you like you're like the worst person in the world, like the devil. And then the parents always say like, oh yeah, they're scared your doctor's office, they're scared that they're gonna get a shot, and it's like insane how much it's like, and they either will cooperate with you or they won't, and like nothing makes sense, and the parents can't calm them down. And granted, there's some kids that are really good, but it is more often than not that they are not chill. And I think about it and I'm just like, no, we're not doing shots, no. But it doesn't matter because like at that point, like they're not even thinking shit, they don't care, they're just scared shitless. So I think about this because I think about a lot in terms of like, my life and how I am the way that I am and why I am the way I am. And a lot of it comes down to your childhood, right? I'm a true, firm believer in that our childhood is everything. So it's good to be mindful of like, what the hell was going on when we were kids? How did we start developing these thought processes that now structure who and how we think today. So I think about fear because, you know, we're either frozen in fear or we are moving forward with love and compassion and openness. And I challenge myself and you guys, I guess, to be mindful of the things that we are fearful of, because when we are fearful, we do crazy things and we like can't think straight and we just like freak out, and like nothing productive comes from that, right? It's like we didn't even give them shots and then it's over, right? It's over and they're still crying, they're still freaking out. So I don't know, I guess I would say, like, you know, don't even be fearful because you don't even know what's gonna happen, because, you know, maybe one day I will give them a shot. Just kidding, I won't. But like, what's the point of freaking out before, right? If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen regardless. Like, the best you gotta do is prepare for it and be ready for it and not be fearful and be strong and be like, yo, it's gonna happen, I'm gonna deal with it, it's gonna be good. Or like, don't even freak out till you have to, right? Like, just because you think something is going a certain way, like, you don't even know. We can't predict the future, right? So maybe just like keep her chill until you have to, right? Even so, I tell the kids, like, I'm like, yo, you shouldn't be scared of the shots should be scared of you. Ah!